SBMM. Now, what exactly do those numbers mean?
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Is it Smash Bros. Mario? Is it Soccer Boys Mimic Mimes? I don't think it's slime-based matchmaking, although the people who are sweaty enough could probably fall into that category. But no, today we're going to be talking about SBMM, better known as skill-based matchmaking. It has become quite a hot topic, and you can thank the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Alpha for that. Now, this isn't the first time that a skill-based matchmaking controversy has kind of popped up. It's been in multiple Call of Duty games, even Fortnite as well. But honestly, guys, a lot of people are off because this game is just in an alpha stage and it has skill-based matchmaking. So what I want to do with this video is break down skill-based matchmaking, explain how it pertains to Black Ops Cold War, and why the game doesn't need it. Let's enter the shitstorm. Okay, so what exactly is SBMM? What is skill-based matchmaking? Because honestly, there's a lot of confusion about what skill-based matchmaking actually is, and to be fair, it's probably not exactly what people are saying it is on Twitter. It's just a little bit different. Since so many people are starting to talk about skill-based matchmaking, there's a lot of confusion as to what it actually is. Some people think that it's just straight up ranked play in the casual modes. And even though we're pissed that the Black Ops Cold War Alpha has it, we need to take a step back and actually reevaluate what it is. I'm sitting here on the Black Ops Cold War Alpha, and if I go to the featured playlist and I go to find a game of Core Mosh Pit, I'm not exactly going into a ranked match. Skill-based matchmaking doesn't necessarily guarantee that if I go to look for a match, I'm going to be in a ranked game. The game is pretty much just doing its best to find other players who are at my skill level. But there's other factors that go into the matchmaking, which is why skill-based matchmaking is just one part of it. Even though it might not feel like it at all times, the number one priority for all matchmaking is your location, also known as LBMM. LeBron James Merc Music. Now that's probably nothing. Typically speaking with video games, the first thing it tries to factor in is where you're located, and it tries to match you with people who are living around your area so that way you have better ping. Now again, that's just one factor when it comes to matchmaking. Skill is another aspect, and then of course there's also rank. Specific to Call of Duty, if you're like a level 155 in Modern Warfare, you're probably going to match up with other people who are level 155. That right there is rank-based matchmaking. But when it comes to players' skill and skill-based matchmaking, it factors in a lot of different things. It factors in your win-loss, your kill-death ratio, your accuracy, and I'm pretty sure we're at the point now with technology where it's also factoring in your reaction time and how you move. If you're someone who likes to slide and jump a lot, I think the game is also starting to recognize that as well. And I know this for a fact because people who are making videos testing skill-based matchmaking have been just walking around the map like potatoes, shooting all over the place, and that is how they get into the noob lobbies. So when we're talking about skill-based matchmaking, we're not talking about the entire matchmaking system, it's just a part of it. And the main reason a lot of people are complaining about the Black Ops Cold War Alpha's skill-based matchmaking is because it's very strong. I think it's safe to say that you can't remove skill-based matchmaking altogether because it has to factor in at some point. I mean, shit, they could get rid of it. It wasn't in any game before Black Ops 2, but apparently, starting with Black Ops 2, every single Call of Duty game has had skill-based matchmaking. It's just that in certain Call of Duty games, it has felt stronger in some versus others. If we take a step back and look at Black Ops 2, it didn't necessarily feel like skill-based matchmaking was that strong for the casual playlist, especially because they had league play. And honestly, I think you could say the same thing for Call of Duty Ghosts. It wasn't until Advanced Warfare that it started to get strengthened, that we really started to feel the brutal effects of skill-based matchmaking. Fast forward to 2019 with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and the skill-based matchmaking is actually really predictable. Honestly, it's kind of stupid how it works. I mean, in Modern Warfare, all you have to do is play like 3 or 5 games like a potato, and then you start to play against bad players. But if you start playing well against them and you start getting too many kills and you just slaughter them, then you start going back into the, like really sweaty lobbies. Now, when it comes to the Black Ops Cold War Alpha, I mean, again, the game is just in an alpha state, but I don't know if anyone has it quite figured out. But honestly, it kind of seems like Treyarch fine-tuned it to the point where if you play a bad game and you do terrible, you then get a good game after, and it just kind of goes back and forth. Also, can you calm down? That's a no. What a tryhard. The bone's not even doing anything. Evie is literally a sweaty tryhard, and the bone is just a potato who can't even get out the spawn. Kind of a perfect analogy. This isn't gonna stop, is it? I'm trying to make a video! Are you quite through? Hi. Oh, she's so sweet. So yeah, when it comes to skill-based matchmaking, I feel like the number one reason why a lot of people are upset is because the game is just in an alpha state. People just want to be able to get on it and enjoy it, and I feel like that has been taken away to some extent. This alpha is free to play for everyone on PS4, which means there's a very large player base. Just right off the bat, there's a large pool of players to choose from. However, just right off the bat, it seems like the skill-based matchmaking, even in this alpha, is very strong. And I mean, again, it's just an alpha. They can tweak it, they can pull back on it, and I think at this point, it's what everyone wants. And don't get it twisted, me explaining skill-based matchmaking and talking talking about it doesn't mean that I'm for it. I'm actually quite against it. I've been playing Call of Duty ever since the original Modern Warfare in 2007. And since we now have the info, apparently when I was playing back then, there wasn't skill-based matchmaking. It was purely based off of maybe like the rank and the connection, and that's it. So when I was first playing Call of Duty and I was first starting out, I would get destroyed by people constantly. But that's also how I improved as a player, because I would sit there and actually watch the kill cams. I would see how people were actually killing me, and then that helped me get better. Honestly, it's kind of hard to get good at a video game if you're not challenging yourself to some degree. And as bad as it is to say, if you're bad at Call of Duty and you're kind of just like one of those bots that's running around getting like 2 kills and dying 30 times, that's something that might not necessarily change if you're not able to play against better players and see what they're doing. And on top of skill-based matchmaking, there's also reverse boosting, which is what some really good players are doing to then get into the easier lobbies and smack around the new players. So even if a player is brand new to Black Ops Cold War, they can still get destroyed by someone who's been a veteran of the series. The main difference is that the connection in the lobby might not be the best, which is why so many people in the community put an emphasis on just focusing on the location for the matchmaking, so that way everyone has a very good connection. That way we could just play stable matches, and as far as it goes for the skill of the game, because it's just the, regular casual matches, it'll just be random. Sometimes you'll get in games with people who are going to destroy you, and sometimes you'll get into games where you get to destroy people. That's the fun of it all. That's why we've been playing ever since 2007. So my personal recommendation for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, moving into the beta, moving into the full release of the game, is probably to tone back on the skill-based matchmaking a little bit. I don't think we necessarily want a repeat of Modern Warfare in the sense that when people want to play against worse players, they know how to, because all they have to do is reverse boost. They can just walk around shooting walls, not killing anyone, dying like 50 times, getting no kills. It's just kind of unproductive. No one needs to be wasting their time doing that just to play against people who aren't as good. I don't speak for everyone on this, but I feel like a lot of people would just like to be playing matches that have very good connection and are running really stably. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little discussion about skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. If you agree with anything I've said in this video, make sure to drop a like, share it with anyone who you think can get this message out to more people. I don't know if you want to try to share this to other content creators. You can send this to Vondi, you can send it to Treyarch, possibly Tony Flame, anyone else who's working on the game so they can see it, so it can get some more visibility. Because the only way to stop SBMM is to send Bonderhar Merc Music's video. But with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did and you want to see skill-based matchmaking get pulled back in Black Ops Cold War, make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys later.